Hi Sagittarius, welcome back. Sagittarius, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so the roles could be reversed. Feel free to flip them if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and my readings are timeless, so I just trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So, Sagittarius, when I was sitting in the meditation, preparing for your reading, it felt like a whirlwind. That's the best way that I could describe this energy. It was like 3,200,000 thoughts going on all at the same time, and it was like thought leading to the next thought, leading to the next thought. It actually was hard for me to even concentrate because there was so much going on in the mind, right? And so I feel like Sagittarius, that's how you could be feeling, you know, just a lot of swirling ideas, or feeling like maybe even a bit overwhelmed at times, because it was hard for me to stay focused and stay grounded. So you might be having that same feeling, okay? I got a bunch of different songs. I don't even know if I could list or recall all of them. It was like I was listening to the radio, and I got a similar message in the Scorpio reading. So if you have Scorpio placements in your chart, you might want to go check their reading out as well, or if you're dealing with one. But it was like somebody turning a radio channel. So I'm trying to think of how many songs came through. It started with One Hand in My Pocket, Alanis Morissette, and then right now I'm hearing Gotta Feel So Good. I'm not sure who sings that one. Excuse my singing. It was almost like every song I had ever channeled coming through, because they were all songs that I have channeled before. It's almost like this, Sagittarius. It's like something coming to a crescendo. It's like all of what has accumulated coming to some sort of crescendo right now. All right, so let's get into the tarot and see. I'm really interested to see where this is going. But yeah, I just realized that, like, every song that I heard, that was just a few of them. Every song that I heard were songs that I've channeled before. The other song, okay, that's coming back to my mind now that I was hearing was One Love. And then the other one was Everyone Come Together Right Now. Love One Another Right Now. Okay, see, if I try to search for it, I can't get it. But those were a few that stuck out to me. But anyways, it's like a sense of like, I've been here before. You might be having like deja vu during this time frame, or just feeling like you're like putting something together in your mind as to like how things lined up and is being made very evident to you. You know, it's very intriguing. And now they're giving me Alanis Morissette again. Uninvited, the song Uninvited. It must be greatly intriguing. This reading's already got me. So let's see what we have going on. You have the Numinous out. Wow, no surprise there. This card is all about like the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic senses, deja vu, tapping into like the mysterious parts of life, the things that we cannot see, taste, touch, and feel. You know, this can also talk about shadow work and getting back in touch with your intuition. It's almost like having a sense, like a sixth sense, you know, of what's to come. And you getting some sort of validation of that as we go into this next chapter, all right? You have the Page of Swords. Person you are connecting with is the Five of Swords. This card here, Sagittarius, is There could be a lot of hearsay going on, maybe even some gossip going on around you. This is not my favorite energy. It's not the most upright or direct or upfront. And I know as a Venus in Sag myself that Sagittariuses appreciate the truth and directness and bluntness. So I feel like if this is what's going on, it's feeling irritating to you. If you're the one doing this, it's very out of character for you. So it's sticking out to me, right? Sometimes this could also denote spying or online stalking that might be going on for a few of you. If that's the case, then you're already aware of it, you know. And they're showing me, like, this is what I don't like about social media. They're showing me like someone reading a post and thinking it's about them, you know, or making it about them. So you might have that going on as well, okay? Whether you're doing that or another person is doing that. 5 of Swords. This is talking about loss in this deck, but it also talks about a sense of like just feeling like giving up almost, or, you know, or needing to like relinquish something or release something. This is not my favorite card. Sometimes it talks about inner conflict as well. That's showing up in the person that you are connecting with. So let's go into the recent past and see what led up to the now, Sagittarius. See if we can't get a little bit more detailed for you. Where my Sagittarius is, recent past. Two of Swords. Queen of Wands, that's you. Oops. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Swords again, and the Devil. Whoa, Sagittarius. 7 of Swords. There's something funky going on here in the background. Now, this is in the past energy, but some of you could be experiencing this in the now as time is fluid. There's something here. I'm getting a song. Something's in the way. There's something in the way from you being able to like feel good, you know, like there's something blocking you from truly feeling like your usual fiery, passionate self. It could be that there's some sort of like untapped potential here. There's something that needs to be learned, and it's around some sort of fixation or shadow work, okay? It's like, I need to get my words together because they're giving me so many messages at once, and I want this to be clear. It's a sense of Sagittarius of feeling like you don't know what to do or what to think, and if there is anything that you even could have done or could do to change something. It's like needing to go deep about this, but almost being afraid to explore. But then again, at the same time, getting fixated, but not in quite the right ways. It's a sense of maybe even feeling lost at times, or that it's hard for maybe you to tap into your intuition. Things seeming kind of elusive to you, and not straight to the point like you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're someone that really appreciates straight to the point, clear information, and everything seems so foggy lately, or just backwards, and, you know, and I think this is really throwing you through, or has thrown you through a loop, right? This is past energy for a lot of you, meaning you're already past this, but like I said, take it as it resonates. Let's see the person you're connecting with. I'm getting another song. If it makes you happy, then why the hell are you so sad? If it makes Woo! All right, Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups. Sorry, that blew out. Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles and the person you're connecting with. So, whoever this is that you're connecting with, Sagittarius, they've had a fire lit underneath them recently, okay, or in the recent past. Maybe after a time period of feeling somewhat at a loss or going through their own emotional confusion. There is a desire to communicate here. I heard break free. So this person wants to break free from this energy because it feels like a blockage to them. There is like set free. Set free. That's what's coming through. And the truth shall set you free. This kind of reminds me of the Virgo reading. Not the last Virgo reading, but the spiritual reading, I think, was titled Free as Will Ever Be. Check that out if you are dealing with one or have that in your chart. But it's like, this person has some choices to make on an emotional level, right? And they may have recently communicated that to you or other people as to, you know, what their decision was going to be moving forward. But I feel like whatever the decision is that they've needed to make, it has to deal with prioritizing themselves, you know, or I'm hearing numero uno, like they are either needing to prioritize themselves or they are prioritizing themselves, okay? Even though I feel that it's like a sense of like uncertainty there though. So it feels like to me someone who's standing firm in their decision, but then underneath it all is a bit like questioning, you know, their decision for whatever reason, or there's like a worrisome energy here that's showing up underneath that. Let's look at how you see each other then, Sagittarius. How do you perceive each other? And keep in mind that perception is tricky in that it may be the way you see it, but it may not be how they see it. But we'll start there. Two of Wands, Queen of Cups. Six of Wands. Okay. The Seven of Swords. How did I know that was coming in? So Sagittarius, there's this message here about needing to look towards the future, okay? And some of you had been fixated too much on like the problem of something, or maybe even the past, and Spirit wanting you to look more towards the future in a hopeful way. There's a sense of needing to kind of release something that has also been kind of ruminating in your energy that's a bit toxic, right? But I feel like you will be successful in doing that. There is something going on behind the scenes here, Sagittarius. I've got the Page and the Seven of Swords and the Numinous. So it's like something going on underneath the surface and you feel it and you can sense it, but I don't feel you know, or like it's become fully known to you, right? When it comes to how you see this person, you may see this person as, I don't know why I'm getting this. I heard can't bullshit a bullshitter. Excuse my language. I don't know if that's a saying that you associate with someone or a saying that you might say. My guides don't speak like that, so I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but I cannot deny it. I couldn't suppress it. Be careful about, like, letting your tongue get the best of you, Sagittarius. As you know, you can be very blunt, right? Yeah, I feel like you see this person as someone who wants to be perceived as successful and emotionally balanced and looking to their future, but I think you feel like they're full of it. I feel like you don't believe it, you know, for whatever reason. Be careful with the harsh judgment is what I'm hearing. Right, because none of us are perfect, and a lot of times when we judge other people, it's really not even about the other person. It's judgment we hold within ourselves, you know. So like, say if you're seeing somebody and they're happy and you're like, that's BS, they're not happy. That's actually a reflection of the fact that in that moment, as you say those words, you are also judging yourself. You know, that you're not happy in that moment, because if you're looking to another in judgment, then that also means you are not in alignment. Otherwise, you would be happy for you, and it wouldn't matter what others were doing, right? I'm not like coming down on you. I'm just giving you an example, right? I'm not saying you're doing that either, but that's how tricky it is when we perceive in a way that feels kind of condescending or judgmental. And it could also be that this person does that. So, you know, we all do that to some degree, right, Sagittarius? But I'm not going to go into right or wrongs. It just is what is, and no judgment here. But I get a sense of like, yeah, you kind of seeing this person, and then for whatever reason, you just don't buy it. Like, you feel like there's a facade here. There is, yeah. Let's see what this person's perception is. I'm actually feeling like tension come in through my head. Which the only time I ever get headaches is when I'm being really harsh, either on myself or on another person in my thought space. So again, caution with being in that energy for too long, right? I've got the Strength card here. 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands. I've got another song coming in. I just want to fly. I just want to fly. Get your arms around me, baby. Alright, so how this person perceives the connection. First of all, I feel like this person's been at a crossroads for a while, and it's taken them a lot to get to a point of overcoming that. But I do feel like they want to have more stability in their life and to be in a better place financially, is what I'm hearing, but also within relationships. This person's getting motivated to feel connected again and to better take care of themselves as well. This person may view you as a very strong personality or a very strong person, and then that maybe you have been at a crossroads as well. But I feel like this person sees you, Sagittarius, as either someone that they want stability with, or that you have that going on in your life, and that you seem more driven than you have in the past, and it makes them actually quite attracted to you, okay? If this is an intimate connection, it actually gives them a deeper sense of connection with you when you're kind of doing your own thing. It's interesting to me that you don't quite see this person in the same light, but maybe there's a reason for that, right? If this is intimate, I want to say that this person might be sexually attracted or desiring the connection. Okay. Or vice versa, you do, but I feel it coming from this person's end. This person knows not to get on your bad side, right? Because they also, at the same time, see you as someone who is not afraid to fight or are not afraid to back down. What? Not afraid to back down. Not afraid to... Yeah, that's what I got. I'm hearing another song. I'm sorry for those of you who don't like when I channel music, but I can't help it. I'm hearing the song Desperado. Desperado, you got to come to your senses. That's such an old song. I actually don't even know any of the lyrics, just the one that came through. Somebody needs to come to their senses. So let's look at the emotional space, what's going on in the emotional space, Sagittarius. So underneath all of that, how are you feeling? I've got the Death and Rebirth card, Scorpio energy for some of you. But like I said, I also have a Capricorn, Gemini, Leo energy out as well so far, and Virgo. All right, so 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Oh, that's what I saw. I forgot to talk about this. Sorry, not to go backwards, but when I was meditating on your energy, I was seeing like deer and what looked to be like a bull, which reminded me of the sign of Taurus. Some of you might be connecting with the Taurus, right? Or Taurus season might be significant, which is May, I think May time frame, somewhere around there. All right, so on an emotional level, there is some transitionary energy coming in, transformative energy that's coming in, right? And some of you have prayed for this change, or you've been praying for a change, and the universe has a funny way of delivering at the oddest times, okay, is what I'm hearing. So it's like you thought the timing of something would be different than it is, but it's, you know, the universe works on its own timeline. So sometimes it could be confusing as to like, why is this happening now? Or why is this coming in now? And they're saying it's divine timing. It's time for something to change. You can be at peace and at ease about this, as it is for your highest good, and it is leading you to your highest self through spiritually evolving you and changing you through whatever this shadow work is, this process is that you're going through, you know. Another song coming in. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night, I live another life. I love that song. She says, every second of the night, I live another life. Let's see what this person's emotional space is then, Sagittarius. Also, universes, some of you are a little bit closed off, okay? And universe is encouraging you, Sagittarius, to keep an open mind and to stay open, you know, so that you can receive some of the things that you've asked for. And the only way you can receive is if you get into an open space, meaning like let go of the thoughts that are pushing against you being able to like realize something that you felt coming, that you know is for you, and start expecting change, start expecting betterment to come through, healing to come through, so that you can realize this sooner. There's something here that you haven't realized yet. They keep giving me the word realized. that wants to come in, but you got to be energetically open to it. And so a good way to do that is to sit in a quiet room and quiet your mind for about 10 or 15 minutes over the next few days, and allow yourself to subtly receive, downloads from the universe. It could be also that if your third eye is blocked, and some of you it is, that the messages are coming through the dream state. So pay attention to like how you're feeling when you wake up and what is the content of the dreams. Some of you could be experiencing this as like a deja vu moment. All right, so person you're connecting with, the Four of Cups, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in the reverse. This person is longing for the past, maybe even stuck in the past a little bit, wishing things were different, wishing things could have been different, wishing they could go back and change some things. This is keeping them a bit stuck. They're focused too heavily on this. They could be hoping for something or someone to return from the past, or for you to return. I just get a sense of like this person missing something or missing someone. And yet they're quite set on the fact that they don't want to communicate this, or they're quite set on the fact that, what are they set on, please? Set in their ways, okay? This person could be someone who's very set in their ways. So they're giving me the word complacent. That could also be an issue going on. This has prevented this person from really being able to see the solution or hear the answer. They might also have a third eye blockage going on. It's like they keep looking for the answers, but they're looking outside of them for the answer, and the answer is inside of them. So they're looking in all the wrong places, and so they're needing to do some inner work around this. And there's something this person hasn't realized yet either. And they're giving me the word self-actualization. And then I also got the word self-taught. I don't know what that means. Let's go into hopes. This is something they're needing to learn themselves, or they're teaching themselves, something they've taught themselves. You have the Strength card as your hope. So you want to, keep your confidence about you and stay strong in your convictions and the things that you believe in, and not let whatever this issue is get the best of you, Sagittarius. Some of you, the only issue that's really here is the way that you're perceiving it that's blocking you. What is this person's hope? Okay, so I'm being called to give a very specific example, so let me talk to you for a second. Sorry, my ring got in my earring. I had a situation recently where I felt like, this is a personal example, where I felt like I was being judged by another person. And it was really eating me up. Really messing with my head. And in my head, I was running through all of these scenarios of like why they shouldn't judge me, and how wrong of them to judge me, and how I would never do that. But essentially, as I'm thinking these thoughts, I am being judgmental towards the person that's judging me. Because in my mind, I was so feeling the wrongness of that I started seeing that person as wrong and me right. And that's a dangerous territory. That's how easy it is to get sucked into our ego, right? And our ego loves this. It loves to make other people wrong and us right. And This is the cause of most of the conflict on this planet, to be honest with you. So I caught myself there, and I knew I wasn't coming from my higher self. So I sat in a meditation to reconnect with the loving essence of my higher self, the larger part of me, source energy. And I realized that it may be true that that person is judging me, and they may be wrong for that. But I'm the only one that can feel my emotions. And it wasn't that other person judging me that hurt me. What was hurting me was my own judgment in return. Me festering in that. That's what was hurting me. You know, and so when I came out of the meditation and I realized, well, that may be true about them, but I get to choose how I feel. Well, what do I want to feel? Love, you know, and love for myself. Source isn't judging me, it's loving me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta love me too. And I can't love myself while I'm pushing against another. So I gotta let it go. And I'll let it go. And then the situation resolved. It became a non-issue because I made it a non-issue. And I know I went into a story in your last Sagittarius reading, so I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep being drawn to talk to you about stories, but it's like that, Sagittarius. It's easy to be like, I feel this way because this and this and this, and you did this and this and this. But it's just not going to get you anywhere to do that. It just puts more blockages up energetically for yourself when you push against like that. And the reason that is because everybody that is on this planet is connected. We're all connected. So essentially when you push against another, you push against yourself. You know what I'm saying? So there needs to be like some higher level understanding coming in, whether that be for you or for this person, right? So I don't know who that example was for, if it's for your cross watcher or you or whatever. But it's like this higher understanding that I'm the only one feeling my emotions. Am I going to punish myself with negative emotions, or am I going to allow myself to feel good anyways? Because no one has the power to make you feel anything. That's all within you. The battle's always within us, right? Even though it can feel external. Now, I don't mean to get preachy, you know, but that story was important, so that's... All right, moving forward. Queen of Pentacles is how this person is, what their hope is. So they want stability. They want to feel like, I heard that you have their back, that you're equals. So if you have like some judgments in your mind about this person, it's almost like they feel it, like they're aware of it. They may not know where it's coming from, but they feel it. Or vice versa. Like if this person is thinking in a certain kind of way about you, I feel like you can feel it, because they're giving me another song, which I've gotten before. I can feel you all around me. I can feel you all around me. So let's go into the most likely future outcome. And keep in mind, all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, right? You're in the driver's seat, no one else, but we'll start there. Four of Swords. The Hermit. Four of Cups. Six of Swords and the Empress. Star at the bottom of the deck. We've lost that loving feeling. Oh, I'm getting so many songs for you. It's like you really want peace of mind, you know, and room to be yourself, and room to believe what you want to believe and be who you want to be, and you deserve that, Sagittarius, absolutely. But there's also a sense of like being too focused on the issue of something. It's like continually reflecting on the problem, thinking you're going to somehow solve it. But instead, it just keeps cycling in your mind, circling in your mind. I feel like that's what the rotating thoughts were about. Like, what you're really being called to do is detach from it for long enough that you can refocus yourself onto what matters. And what matters is how you feel about you. How you feel. You know, and take better care of yourself is what I'm hearing. Take care. I heard take care. And then now they're giving me taking care of business. But it's like some of you have neglected giving that energy, that love to yourself, because maybe focused on another person, or in, you know, doing so much soul searching that you got stuck in your shadow. Or it's like the more you looked for the answer, the more you couldn't find it. But the answer was always right here, is right here and ready for you. But you got to turn your attention away from the problem so that you can get to the solution. And you do that by going within and paying more attention to how you feel. How do you feel? What can you do to feel good? Where can you put your time and energy that will be meaningful to you? What is this person's most likely future outcome? Five of Pentacles. Whoa, I just got a book out. Queen of Cups. Hold on a second here, guys. Oh my gosh, that's one story right there. There was another card, I think. All right. Five of Cups, Queen of Cups. This person's like feeling emotionally destitute or lost. They don't know how to feel. They don't know how to feel, especially if you're on the outs or there is some sort of loss going on in this person's energy. It's just like very much being in their emotions, and I have a feeling it has to deal with this, so let's take a look at that. It's like they needed to let go of some sort of conflict. Could be inner conflict they have going on, family drama for some of you, but not all of you. So that they could be in more of a receptive mode to hear their intuition, and maybe apologize or lower their own defenses, and to, if it's not apologize, to be sincere, you know. It's like there's a lack of sincerity, and maybe that's why, maybe that's why you see them as a BSer, like I said earlier, because you don't feel it's sincere. That's what it is. You may feel this person lacks sincerity, but again, in your perception of a lack of sincerity, are you being sincere? You know, a question to ask yourself, right? Or vice versa, right? Because energy is often an equal exchange. But take a look at that, Sagittarius. But that's why. It's like this person can do and say and be all these things, but you feel it lacks sincerity. Or they have in the past maybe lacked sincerity. So this person's being guided to let the issue go, to be generous, and to tap into their sincerity. And that's what brings the walls down. And it's time for them to learn that lesson, right? It's time for that energy to come in. Some of you, this person owes you a sincere apology. or vice versa, but I feel it's more this side. Or it's like, oh gosh, that just so threw me. That's what it is. Somebody feels they're owed sincerity. Because I heard if you're going to say it, mean it. But the same goes for you as well. There's two sides here. But this could actually be occurring. Of course, this person has free will, but they are being guided to be more sincere and to let the walls down a bit. And it's on this person's karmic path, but of course they can decide when the time is right. But I feel like the time is right, especially if they've been emotional about this. So, wow, I just knew this was going to be an interesting reading. Sagittarius, holy cow. Let's see the guidance for you and this person. Sagittarius, woo, this is a long reading, okay. Soul solitude is yours. What is this person's vulnerability, aka sincerity? How did we know that? Okay, so your card says, your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet. A place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, and a time for you. This person has vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Both of you could benefit from getting back in touch with nature or spending some time out in nature and maybe doing some grounding exercises where you ground yourself. It's funny because tree hugging keeps coming up in my own environment. I don't know if you've ever looked into energy transfer when it comes to how to transmute energy into the earth or to trees, but something to maybe Google or look into. I think you could benefit from it. But it's very interesting reading, Sagittarius. Don't shoot the messenger, y'all. I know this one was a bit to the point, but I feel like of all the zodiac signs, you could take it the best, right? And know that it's coming from a place of love, right? So this person, you could be dealing with, let's see, a Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Leo, Pisces again, Capricorn again, Taurus, Scorpio again, Taurus, Leo. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign as it is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff as I do go live there as well. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section where you can find my donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very best, Sagittarius. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.